business set up. Have a business page set up. One, is
Yes.
that what I saw there?
Yes.
So Google My Business. So a lot of people don't realize that Google is actually the first social media platform as a real estate agent you should set up. Google, because Google controls your search. So a couple of things to think about is 90% of the world's searches happen on Google. More than 80% of interested home buyers and sellers Google an agent before hiring them. Now, that means that if you don't, you might be found on Google, but you won't be found in the algorithm unless you have what's called a Google My Business page. Okay, Google connects consumers to home buying information more than 20 million times per month. And Google provides credibility to your business. And what I love about it, because I was so tired of trying to put my reviews everywhere else, Google provides you one spot for all your reviews. So today the intention is to try and show you why it's important to build a Google My Business page. I'm not going to go through how to build that because it's kind of tedious, but I have provided Jalen step-by-step instructions on how to do it. And then you guys will have my phone number if you have any questions on how to set one up. Okay. So those are the reasons why it's important to have Google My Business tied to your real estate business. Okay, next. Next slide, Jalen.
Steve has a question.
Okay.
Kelly, you said, put all your reviews on Google. Is there a way to transfer your reviews that you have on other platforms such as Realtor.com, Zillow to the Google platform, or do those?
No, there's not. The only way you could do that is if you created a marketing piece and, like a pretty marketing piece and put them into photos on Google.
Okay.
And the more you put on Google, such as photos, like your open house announcements and all that, that all helps the algorithm. So that the habit is, now you could send a link back out to some of your clients and say, we're updating our systems. We would love an updated review from you. And then that will go directly into Google if you do that. Otherwise, you have to create it as a photo and then upload it as a photo. But when you do that, you could also upload that photo onto Facebook, Instagram, Google, anywhere else you wanted to. Okay, so there's two types of searches that a consumer does on Google. They do what's called a direct or an earned. So a direct search is when somebody knows somebody's name, like Keller Williams Big Bear or Kelly Turbeville, that's a direct search. When a consumer searches that, that's only 18% of the time. So they have to know you in order to search you direct. And then if they go in and type in Keller Williams Big Bear, any agent, which a lot of you agents do this up there, all the agents for Keller Williams Big Bear are going to pop up. I know Steve pops up right away. He's the first one that always pops up. So that's even when somebody's typing in a name. Okay, so that's 18% of the search. Okay, next slide. So earned ranking on Google is 84% of the search. And an earned ranking is best real estate agent in Big Bear, best agent near me. And I want you to write down those two sentences. Okay, best real estate agent in Big Bear and best agent near me. Okay. The reason why we say that the consumer is going to type in best agent near me or best agent, because that's where they're at. And the back end of Google is tracking their IP address so it knows where they are coming from. Okay. So if that data, if you've not put data into Google about who you are, what you do, what your services are, Google is not going to, Google's going to have a hard time finding you in the algorithm. Okay. So if you don't have a Google My Business page, you're probably going to be at the bottom of the search results. And it's shocking that less than 30% of agents nationwide have a Google My Business page. So it's super, super important. That's why I say when especially as perhaps a new agent comes on board and they're setting up their social media, you get your Google email from KW. The other things you want to set up is your Google account and include a Google My Business in that. And then that also, so you know, ties in your YouTube account. So that's what Google manages. So the earned search is how most people search, and that's 84% of searches. Okay, next, please. Okay, so here's a couple of numbers so we can go down a little bit. Google rewards by increased search results. So the more people search for you, the more you rank on the algorithm. So recently, a study that compared real estate agents who had optimized and regularly updated their Google My Business profile, that those who did not found that after 3 months, agents increased their appearance on Google in earned searches 380%. In a year and a half, it increased over 5,000%. Okay, so if you never log into your Google, your information is still going to be found, but there are things, just like when you're posting on social media, you can now do on Google, which has only been available for about the last, I don't know, year and a half. So when you're thinking about posting your open houses and your events and your just solds, you want to also post them on Google. Okay, next slide, please. Reputation management and the algorithm. Okay, Google is the most widely trusted online review platform, more so than Facebook, Yelp, or any other real estate marketplace. And I will include Zillow on that, because keep in mind, people have to go to Zillow to find you. Google, they're already on. So I don't even put reviews on Google or on Zillow anymore. I just 100% put them on Google. Reputation management aside, reviews do wonders in boosting the algorithm. Okay, so agents with an average review rating of 4% or better on Google appear 350% more in Google searches. Now I'm going to give you a little trick here. So the more reviews a user has, the better they perform in a search, views, and actions. The key is to get a minimum, if you can, 10 reviews on Google. Okay, so like all of a sudden my Google page said top realtor Kelly Turbeville with Keller Williams. And I went in, I thought, did I type in top realtor? That's very bold. And I didn't type it in. So I just had to make a change to my Google profile, and I didn't see that top realtor. Google is putting that on there. I didn't put that on there in my description. Google put that on there. So thank you. Okay, so the really important, the more reviews you have, the better the platform will return results for you in search and in actions.
Kelly, do you know if on Google, like with Yelp, if you solicit reviews from whoever, they take those reviews down? Do you know, is Google the same way? Like if I sent someone a link to our Google page and said, hey, if you like us, you know, let us know.
No, Google doesn't do that.
Oh, all right.
Google does. And actually, when you link in, and I can go over this later with you, Jalen, when you find the link on your profile to send out to clients, like now that's on the bottom of my email address, but there's a little trick at the end of it that you can automate it to be 5 stars. Okay. Now the consumer can change it, but most times they're not going to. Right now, when you send the link, they get to be able to choose how many stars. But if you put just one little comma 5 at the very end, it automatically puts 5 stars. Okay. So reviews are super important. So this might be a surprise to you. What can you do on Google My Business? You can receive reviews. You can post photos. You can post videos. You can list products and services. You can create an offer. So if you're having a contest or something like that, you can create an offer. You can create an event. You can create frequently asked questions. You can, I didn't put it on here. You can post, oh, I did, list your services. And once they're all on your Google page, you can share those to other platforms. So I just posted an event, an open house, that then I just shared over to my Facebook page. It's not automatic. You do have to share it. So now this is really kind of key to understand social platforms. So when you're on Facebook and you're on Instagram, people technically are logging in, right, to those platforms. Your posts only stay on those platforms. When you post on Google, your posts are out there for the internet to see, because the majority of people are on Google without technically having to log in, right? They're doing all their searches on Google. So Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, they're all important, but they're private versus Google is open. Okay. Does anybody have any questions?
Something that I had seen on Google with the creating the frequently asked questions is you can create like frequently asked questions and answer them yourself. And the viewers that go to your page don't see that you're the one that created that question. And it makes you look like an expert when you're, you know, answering your own questions technically.
Correct. And so especially in a what I would call Big Bear's kind of a niche market, you could fill those frequently asked questions about like what it's like to buy a home in Big Bear. What are the what concerns are there that a buyer has to take into consideration? Things like that. Anything that's kind of specific. And I'll give you a little tidbit. When you're writing your copy, you want to say what's called long form sentences. Like, I just said one. Now I just went blank. What are the difficulties in buying a home in Big Bear? What issues can arise when buying a home in Big Bear? You're going to say those words over and over again. Okay. So basically, how you set up a business page in Google is you're gonna log into your Google account. You're gonna go to the search bar and you're gonna type Google My Business. And it's gonna plop up where you to put your name in. Now, it's super important to understand you are a realtor who works for Keller Williams. Okay, so you can't be Keller Williams. You can be Kelly Turbyville with Keller Williams. Okay. And you can say Keller Williams, Big Bear, or whatever the name of the brokerage is. Okay. So I typically recommend that agents set up their profiles as realtor. But here I have Jane Smith with Keller Williams, Big Bear. Okay. Then you're going to add your business address. It's going to take you through all the prompts. It's super easy. You're going to add your business address. Now, the structure of the address for Big Bear is a little different because you guys use P.O. boxes. So we recommend doing your name again, Keller Williams, Big Bear, P.O. box, and I don't have that P.O. box, Jalen. P.O. box, then your street address, Big Bear Lake, California, 92315. Once you do that, and as you're finishing the prompts, at the very end, it's going to say, would you like to verify your account? And You say yes, and Google is going to mail you a postcard to that physical address. Okay, because they want to know you're a physical building. Once you get that address, it's super simple. You open it up and it gives you a link to follow and you verify that you're there. Okay. Now, we did have some issues in the past with the PO boxes. So if that arises, you should get your card within 7 days. If you don't, you need to go into your Google account and kind of ask for help. And I think Jalen can help you with that,
I had to do a video.
or I can help you if you need help.
The camera and do a video of the inside of the building, and then they wanted a video of the outside of the building. Within minutes, they had the page up as soon as I sent it to them. That's how I did that.
There is an option when you do, if you don't want the, yes,
Steve has a question.
So the
Okay.
PO box you would use as an individual agent would be your own personal PO box and then the address of the office.
you can do that.
Well, if not, Jaylene's gonna be getting a bunch of postcards because we don't have access to that PO box.
Yeah, they would all come in and then Jalen would have to distribute them to the agents when they come in. You can also mark in Google as a real estate agent that you don't want the address, but the city. And then they'll still verify it, but they just changed that. There's just an option there that they can do that. So once that's done and you verified your Google, so you've set up your Google account previously and you're waiting for this postcard, you're not live on Google yet. When you get the postcard and you verify that number, then you become live, and this is what your screen's going to look like. So over on the right is going to be, well, over here is going to be all the steps you can take on your Google account. Only you are going to see this. Over on the left here, or I guess that's the right, sorry. Over here is what the consumer sees. Okay, and that's all the information about you. They don't see this. This is just you see it when you log in. And there it says you can edit your profile, you can add an update, you can request reviews, you can, book appointments, all that type of stuff. You can advertise from here too if you do want to pay per click. Okay. Next. So basically that's what I just wanted to show you what you can do with Google. We're here to help you. We offer a free 30-minute branding consultation. We'll review your current branding, social media platforms, website, and provide you an objective opinion on any needed updates. We can help you create new branding, design updated social media headers so everything's consistent, create new social media pages if you don't have any set up, create your Google My Business account for you. That can be a little tricky, but we can do it. Create a marketing templates that you can plug and play for flyers. And then we can link, which is kind of unique for our services, we do link everything on the back end of Command for you, because I understand Command very well. And then just on a side note, so you know, Jim made me make sure I put this in here. We can also help you with all your South Orange County real estate referrals. So any other questions you have? Would you like me to go into Google and show you a couple of things?
Sure. Yeah.
They said, sure.
Yes, please.
Okay, so I'm gonna go just Google. I'm gonna search a couple of things. Can you see my screen or no?
No.
Okay, Jalen, it might be easier if you go into Google and I walk you through it. You want to do that?
Sure.
Jalen does have this presentation for you guys, as well as a step-by-step on how to create your Google profile.
This computer is weird and it uses some weird
No, 'cause
Microsoft.
see, you're on Bling.
Yeah, I don't even know if I have Chrome on this laptop.
Okay,
I just,
let me try and do it on this end.
how do I share, how do I let you share your screen? Make co-host. Okay, so now I think you can share your screen.
All right, wait, let me get out of here. No, it says this will stop other screen sharing. Okay, that's good. There we go.
Yeah.
Share. Okay, there we go. Okay, so
Like-
I'm gonna log, here's Google. You guys see my Google page?
No.
No?
No,
Come on.
view options. Yeah,
It
it's
says
not.
you're share, I am share.
You're, yeah, they can, it's on my computer, but it's not going on to our.
Oh, I don't know how that
big-
does.
Yeah, it's not going up there. View options, side by side. Yeah, I don't know. It's not working. Why won't it, yeah. More.
So Jaylene, while you're answering or figuring that out, does this Google information surprise agents that you can do all this stuff on Google? Because
Is it surprising you? What? That you can do all of those things on Google?
Yes, oh, yeah. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get it to come up.
okay,
And now it's like I've lost control of the screen.
okay. Yeah, it should just go automatically on there, but I don't know your setup, how that is.
I don't know. I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, it's sharing your screen on my computer, not on the. Oh, that's funny. Now it's going through the slides. But. Huh. Yeah, it's just not sharing your screen. So
Okay,
it
all
won't let
right,
me show yours up on the screen up above.
okay. Well, we're not gonna be able to show that, but a good thing, if you want to look at what I was talking about, what I do recommend is when you're done with this, your presentation today, is make sure you go Google yourself and just first Google yourself as your name. And then second, Google yourself as realtor name and see what comes up. If you don't have, I'm going to stop share and go back to that. If you don't have, if your profile, when you're looking at your screen, does not show you on the right-hand side, then you don't have a Google My Business page set up and you need to set one up.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I can't tell if I've got it back or not.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay.
All right, well,
Any questions? And I'll let you guys get on with your meeting.
any, nope, no questions.
All right. I hope you found that helpful.
Thank you, Kelly.
You're welcome. I'm here to help if you need anything. Bye.
Bye-bye.
And we're gonna get those.
Yeah, I'll send you all the slides and I do have, oh my gosh. There we go. I do have more Google, like a little bit of Google experience, and I have more some training and stuff that I can send you guys or we can work on together to help get those Google pages up as well. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is good to put things up there. I noticed like the more stuff you put up, the more all of a sudden you start popping up on people's radar. So it definitely helps to add to it. Like she said, the open house flyers and new listings and yeah. Right. There are so many places. Yeah. But kind of like she said, though, I think Google might be the better place for those things. people don't necessarily, yeah, and get them. Yeah. So let's get through this quickly so you guys can get out there and get to tour and see Elaine's place. So I've started sending out, we took all the training classes off the Talkify calendar, and so they'll be sent out twice a month with the links to the different classes that are coming up. So let me do that. It's going back the wrong way. So we have Ruben's classes, we have Scott Leroy marketing, and then if you go on to KW Command on YouTube, there are tons and tons of training videos on there as well. Oh, today is Gary's birthday. I don't know if any of you noticed that, but he is 67, 50, 67? Wait, he was born in 57. So how old is that?
It's Mike's brother. Mike's brother.
KW Cares, our current, the full balance in there is 78.28. Year to date, we've collected 64.53. There is no mastermind next week. We actually won't have a mastermind for the next 2 weeks. And then the one after that is Steve on the 9th. And then we are pushing the summer cookout back to the 18th because Jim wants to get his, the guy that played at our awards brunch, Randy Boswell, and have him come play music, live music at the cookout. The 9th, August 9th. Yeah, somewhere along the way. Uh-oh. Okay, well, we could switch it. We can switch it.
So it keeps us a Friday, which is a better day anyway.
Yeah. So we'll do it. Yeah, and then Randy Boswell can play, and we'll have cornhole and other fun games out there. So that'll be a little bit better. We'll do we'll do the main dish and everything, and then if everyone can bring sides. I will be gone next week, so there's no office meeting at all. There's no meetings at all next week, so you guys have a free week. With that being said, Allison Stapleton, who is an agent with the Lake Arrowhead office, is going to come up and sit here. So there's somebody here all day while you are where I usually am. She will be photocopying any checks that are sent to the office, like couriered to the office. She's not going to go to escrow offices and pick them up. So if you have checks and they're at the escrow office, if you want them, you can pick them up and bring them to Allison so she can make photocopies of them. So I have the records and then take them at that point. But we're not going to make her drive all over town to everything to pick all the stuff up while she's up here. But Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week. Yeah. Because I will be in Austin cooking. Needs and wants. Steve, any needs and wants? Lori, Gloria, Dina, you're good. Mike, Rose, you said no. Rihanna, Elaine, Vicky, you're good. James, good. All right. I think. All right, that's. What is the old bucket dough? Oh no. that's it. That's it for the meeting. Oh, wait.